Okay, today we're going to go over the automatic blanking protection for our mini beam machines. This is meant to help with repeatability issues due to hydraulic oil changes or application thickness changes, and it's helped to mitigate the deflection you might see because of asymmetric die loading, if your die is heavier on one side, lighter on the other. So the setup for this is very similar to our standard mini beam machines. You go into your mold setting, you'll loosen the handle. Those screws are already at the bottom position. If they're not at the bottom position, they will roll down to the bottom position. We'll slide the table in. Lower the head until it rests on top of your die. This is just the weight of the head. There is no pressure. You'll hit mold confirm. Those screws are now going to raise until they make contact with the bottom of the head. You'll lock your handle and you'll go off. When it comes to setting up your cutting height, I've got a piece of material here. You'll take a set of calipers if you really wanted to, and you'll measure the thickness of your material. My material here is 1.35, 1.4 millimeters roughly. So we'll put it at 1.3 millimeters for the depth. So what this means is you can go into your settings, 1.3, and now those screws just lowered by 1.3 millimeters. So the blanking protection was set at the cutting point, and we want it to go that much further into the board, into the material to cut it. So we'll go ahead, take our board out, place our die, close it. I'm going to add a little bit of pressure, maybe 0.03 seconds, so this is a time-based cutting. You'll hit your starts. You'll pull that die out. Your die comes off. Your material is cut, and that is just scored. It almost went all the way through. And that's because that material might have a little bit of deviation. That board might be a little higher in one spot. But as you can see, that gasket came out really clean. The board itself, it's a used board, so it's dirty. But those lines right there are basically rubber marks. You can't even get your fingernail on them. So what this means is, if you set up your application properly, and we do have options for recipes, you can almost kiss cut your material. What this means is your blades run out a lot less. You're not burying them into the plastic as often. Your cutting boards will last a lot longer. And if you have pressure sensitive material, thin metal foils, things that can't be bent on the edges or pushed too much, this is an ideal situation where you can have the versatility of a die cutting machine, a hydraulic die cutting machine, and have the precision that allows you to make those very nice cuts without having to move towards something like a clamshell or a mechanical platen press or something to that effect. So that's been the basic setup and application of our servo-driven automatic blanking protection machines. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them. We're happy to help out. Thank you.